mechacha munyina I hope so be ahoye. The Nyankopon ase. Say Oma ya hoden na ye nyina yase hu 2025. And to be out here be no member belated Merry Christmas na mama a Happy New Year. Na ye wogide bebrebe say afia ye wramu ye New Year 2025 no. Ade bia na da wakoma so ahwehwe ni Nyankopon ebeye ne sa ede ama. Na as usual no said the bia no transformation for ya ye no. Afe no ehya se a on the third day, 3rd January no. We be a friend say a forecast of the year. And until this year so 2025 no as I say yenimu enyankomo di etwetwe nkomo about den the way yanim as I say ye hwe animu. And until no so when him said 2024 you can send bebrebe na ensem bebrebe ekeka ye no opa go back to your video ye on the 3rd January 2024 na ko grading ye ensem ye kan say besisi wo wi ase no emu de he na ba ye na emu de he na emba ye. In fact no pen na me share I was going through something about normal mekeka no last year na the etimi aba ni all that you know the shoko me cry be a see guest a day yesterday. Because when I start and I can say Russia for almost plane be ebe sink or the Mediterranean ho. It's just a nora. Just yesterday. So when I was going through it, I was oh wow. Because the idea na me hwe ani mu say besi because na starts na kan of 3rd January 2024. I mean a lot of things they can make so many things. So many things. Make I say me grade me one, my mom say 98%. Me can 100% because say I'm not God. Definitely back me ni be anchor the way be stars and the kind no. But ni nyina mu no make I say Yamaya home be say 98%. This year na yewura mu no, hu say 2025. Na say the fibia na me ye no ye bibi IFN say a personal forecast of the year. And until be one kasa no wa follow me ache na wo hia information obetimi dia guide wo hu within the year your website obetimi akona ko order for forecast 1 year 3 years and 5 years the website no www.giannachakshus-108.com do call one kasa no obetimi your personal forecast be about you, your career, your finances, your family, your relationship, your health, everything about you within the year no will be given. Maybe I make now your investor or person unya information ahead of time. You bet me about 5 years and I say about 3 years. Now for planning will be our person way. So now let's get into it. So the when you know this year 2025. Now 2025 for no in numerology no number 9. And then you know a 2025 into 2 plus 2 plus 5 that will give you 9. So this year is number 9, and in numerology and astrology, number 9 is ruled by planet Mars. So when we say number check, yes, because we have entered into the jurisdiction of planet Mars, and Mars deals with victory, and victory comes with the color red and black. So today I decided to wear all this red outfit just to inform you, say yes, we've entered into a new dimension, a dimension that is ruled, controlled, and manipulated by the planet Mars. So said the winning no so what year. There are many things about subsequent video I may after neck and maybe more bullet points of some of the things that we should expect within the year 2025. And what you know, the remedies beba, and what you know, the special treats be as uhunu abrabomu, de ben krana fimu be prevalent. And it's no money no beba actually. The bear in the say more bullet point of some of the things we should expect within the year 2025. But before I bet my answer, you must understand the numbers. the figures na ewo mu no, you 2 wom, you 5 wom, and akaboma you 9. Nti you benya 2, 5, and 9. So all the positives and the negative traits of these 3 numbers ni nyina no ebenya influence e wa afe na ye wura mu no. Nti no number 2 ene di nkan to here 2. Number 2 ni one positive traits and one negative traits. I would like to share that with you. Say the in your mind as we go along with number basis no what me ati nsem bi ase. Number 2 no egina homa diplomacy. Egina homa natural peacemaking. That's the positive ones. Egina homa seeking harmony and balance. Egina homa sensitivity and cooperation. Egina homa collaborations. Egina homa intuition and loyalty. So these are the positive traits of number 2. So it means that 2025, we should be expecting all these things in 2025. Then you call the negative traits of number 2. And it's number 2, indecisiveness. Okay? You can't really decide on something. A little bit troubled in the mind. You can't decide. That's one aspect, the negative aspect of number 2. Emotions. Number 2 is ruled by the moon. And when it comes to the moon, it's always about emotions. So one negative aspect of number 2 is emotions, uncontrolled emotions. Then fearful. Anytime number 2 is in oppression, there's a lot of fear. Okay, people find it very difficult to decide because indecisiveness is there because of fear. Okay, and then people become overly sensitive. So these are the negative and the positive traits of number 2, and that number 2 is the first number in the year 2025. Then we will see 5 there. Okay, because we have 2, 2, and 5. So we have 5. Number 5, and the positive traits and the negative traits that I would like to share with you. Positive, adventure. Okay, there is so much adventure in number 5. That's a positive trait. Number 5, represents freedom loving. You want to be free. You don't want to be controlled. So this year, people will do so many things. No restrictions. People want to go overboard and enjoy their life. They want to have freedom. That is a positive aspect of number 5. Then versatile. People can do things. Okay, when you say somebody is versatile, somebody who is not limited, somebody who is not static, because the person is versatile, and that is the positive trait of number 5. Then communication. So this year, a lot of problems will be solved because communication will be very important this year. Leaders who are able to communicate about their situations will be able to solve a lot of problems. These are some of the positive traits of number 5. Then let's go to the negative traits of number 5. 1 is restlessness. Restlessness. You cannot rest, like always moving here and there. 2 is impulsive. 3 is unpredictability. You're unable to predict. Okay, that's one thing with number 5 people. You cannot predict what they will be doing the next moment. They are very, very unpredictable. So this year, we have to deal with unpredictability. Then superficial. People might not be able to go deep into things. People don't want to be detailed. Everything on the surface. Okay? So people make a lot of mistakes. You look at the superficial nature of things and you want to deal with it. So number 5. People make a lot of mistakes because they are very superficial. They don't go deep into things. Just under the surface. And then we have addictive tendencies. Addictive tendencies. I mean, this year, people will be very addicted to nonsense. Because number 5 is ruling, and people become so addicted to things. So if it's alcoholism, people will drink and booze and get so intoxicated. When it comes to, say, maybe involvement with drugs, that's going to be on the high, because this year, addictive tendencies, it is going to be prevalent because it is one of the negative traits of number 5. Then, when you combine 2, 2, 5, that will give you 9. I mean, that will give you 9. So the 9 will also have its own role. Actually, this year is controlled by number 9. So these are the positive and the negative traits of number 9 for 2025. Pay attention, it's important because all these things are just the foundation for me to be able to tell you what you should be expecting within the year. Okay, so this is not some speculative knowledge. These are ancient knowledge acquired from the mystical understanding of numerology, astrology, constellation of the stars. So these are not say mashem kom. No. We are giving you prediction based on ancient sciences. So remember, I am telling you, giving you the foundation, the prelude. Because these are the numbers that will be in operation. Because these are the planets and it helps you to be able to understand. So number 9 now I had the managing number for the year, or the prevalent number of the year, or the prominent number of the year. No, these are the positives and the negative traits. Humanitarianism, people will love to love him and they will love to do things to make humans happy. Don't forget, number 9 in numerology represents God on earth. And you know, God is our Father. He's so humanitarian. So humanitarianism is number 1. Compassion is another trait of number 9. Then we have wisdom. Wisdom. So people will be able to manipulate things with a high level of wisdom. We have selflessness. People will be very selfless. They want to do things for people. They want to serve the masses. They want to really see to the needs of people. They don't really want to think about what they will gain. They want to just serve. So selflessness. And then number 9 represents vision. You see, because Mars rules and Mars stands for victory, there is no way one can become victorious if you don't have a vision. You must have vision. And that vision will prepare you to the victory that Mars will be given to you at the end of the day. So you must have a vision, and that vision will be able to facilitate the victory that probably you are yearning for or you're anticipating for. So these are the positive traits of number 9. Humanitarianism, compassion, wisdom, selflessness, and then vision. This last word, vision, must be on the 9. You must have a vision. You must possess a vision in this year. Sit down, plan your life. Don't do things haphazardly. Don't do things anyhow. Plan your life with a vision. And if you have a vision this year, you have compassion, you have wisdom, you are selfless, then you will be able to achieve victory. But even though that is a positive side, look at the negative side of number 9. So the negative side is perfectionism. People want to be so perfectionist to the point that they will see everybody as not doing anything. Nothing really pleases you. You don't seem to appreciate anything. You want to do it yourself because whatever it is, you don't really appreciate it because you expect it to be more perfect. So that kind of thing, even though it is not very negative, but it is not. When you're dealing with people and you're unable to ascertain the level of their own growth or the level of their own understanding, for you to be able to appreciate what they do, and you always expect them to be perfect, that becomes a negative trait. Then intense emotions. You know, human beings are supposed to act based on their intelligence. Okay? Human beings are supposed to act based on their thinking capability. As soon as we begin to rely on the feelings of the heart, that is when intense emotion takes over our intelligence. And when our intelligence is overshadowed by intense emotions, we will begin to commit so many mistakes. So in number 9, people will be acting based on intense emotions. And if you want to win a battle, like I told you, you must have a vision. Okay? And that vision must be done based on your thinking capability. It cannot be based on your emotions. Okay? We get intelligence from our mind, but we get emotion through our hearts. So you should not listen to your heart in 2025. You must listen to your mind. The mind will give you wisdom. Your heart will give you emotions. But when you are overcome by intense emotions, you are unable to propel your wisdom. That will lead you to the victory that we are all yearning for in 2025. So intense emotions. And then the next thing here is distant. One aspect that is considered to be a negative trait of number 9 is distant. Because one is so perfectionist, the person is thinking that I can do everything perfect. If care is not taken, you are somehow seen as being distant from people. You want to do things on your own. You don't want to get people involved. You become a bit distant. So if this aspect of number 9 plays so much role in 2025, you will see a lot of divorce. Because in relationship, people want to distance themselves. They want to do things alone. Whatever your partner does, you don't see it to be good because you are a perfectionist. Okay? So distant here becomes a negative trait of number 9, because if you are distant, it becomes a bit difficult for you to be able to be cooperative with people. So number 9, one negative aspect here is people will be distant in this year 2025. That will lead to a lot of divorces in the system. Then another trait here is overly selfless. Okay, selflessness is very wonderful, but if you become overly selfless, it goes against your own personal health. It goes against your own personal peace of mind. So yes, it is good to be very selfless, but you must not be overly selfless. For instance, you need to take care of your health before you can help others. You forget about your own health, you want to consider others' health. At the end of the day, if you are no more, it will affect others too. So yes, you have to be selfless, but don't be overly selfless. But 2025, if the negative aspect or trait of number 9 affects you, you will end up becoming overly selfless. That will affect your own person. Then number 9 comes along with stubbornness. People will be stubborn this year like anything, especially the youth. They will be so stubborn. Don't forget, number 5, one of the negative traits talks about addiction. So when people are so stubborn, they will get addicted to all nonsense, and that will be for their own jeopardy. So these are the few things that I expect you to understand. So this year will represent all these traits that I have spoken of. Number 9. So a lot of things that we need to expect in 2025. But like I said, I will do subsequent videos explaining all these traits. And based on these traits, there are levels, the kinds of sicknesses that will be prevalent this year. Some of the things people should be paying attention to. I will do subsequent videos to explain these things. But now let's go into it. Specifically, what are the things that we should expect within the year 2025? In fact, I had so many when I was driving, so many. But because we are dealing with number 9, I wanted to land on number 9. So I'll give you only 81 different kind of predictions within the year. 81. That will sum up to number 9 for 2025. So number 1 here says, there's going to be tough time ahead, but there will be transformations that leads to victory in 2025. Right from now all the way to the ending of March, there will be tough time. Based on the constellation of the stars, right from today, the day you are watching me, there's going to be tough time. The first 3 months of the year, there will be tough time. Tough time. Based on the constellation of the stars, there will be tough times. But there will still be transformations that will lead to victory in 2025. So the year stands for victory. That means that if you are able to follow all the traits that I numbered ahead or before, you will be able to achieve victory. But there will be tough time. Yes. But there will still be transformation that will lead to the victory. Then coming to the specifications, the changes and the transformations in 2025 will start after 2025 March. So the real change, the real victory of the year 2025 will start after March 2025. So if you want to make any decision, be very careful. You want to start any new business, you want to start any new relationship, you want to start anything new from now to the end of March, be very careful. Because the real transformation of 2025 will start after the end of March. So be very careful. But if you're able to get your own personal forecast, specifically, I will give you information about yourself, the best time to do what, and what times are you not supposed to do anything. So I will entreat you to go to our website, www.giannachakshus-108.com. Get your personalized forecast. It can be 1 year, it can be 3 or 5 years, so that you know when and when not to do what. What I'm giving you is a general overview of the 2025 forecast. So there is something, the U.S. Vice President now, very soon after the 20th of January, now you'll be former. She contested President Trump. And if you watched my predictions in 2024, 3rd January, I said a lot of things about her. The stats are saying that, yes, she lost the contest, but there's a probability that she will go back to the Senate or maybe the House. That is, she might probably go and contest for governorship or something in one of the states. So when I saw that, I was like, Obi Awa contest for president the 1 year, but that's what stats is saying. Say Kamala Harris might go back. Is it California, one of the states? And then she might go back and then contest to become a governor. Number 4, there will be many laws in the Western world about future elections. President Trump, 2020 and 2016, he thought that Abana Nkoye like Omuwia kind of thing. And trust me, there are so many evidence that said nobody Nkoye. And these people, they don't forget. Now he's in power, they will make sure say all loopholes now will be closed. So that's what I'm saying, say there will be many laws in the Western world about future elections. So future election, now we are entering into it, so take your time. Number 5. See, what's that? I said, may forecast the number become so there's going to be at times when I'm not very sure of it, because at times you see some of these signs, you draw the chart, you go into it and you are able to get it. But because I can see or I'm seeing now, what it means is that it is a conclusive truth. I don't know what's the deal. I said, may kind of forecast. Maybe I'm saying I can see. Maybe I'm saying there's going to be that kind of thing. But trust me, and just I'm a human being. So at times you can make some mistakes. Even your own clairvoyance, there are some things you might see that you can't even see them properly. This morning when I was finalizing on this, I didn't want anybody to disturb me. And there's something I'm looking into, then somebody just entered the room and I tried to get it, I couldn't get it back. I still wrote it in there because I've gotten to more than half of it and I've seen how the whole thing is going to be. I wanted to get the whole picture. But as soon as the person entered, now I'm unable to connect to that same thing. I tried like 15 minutes. I couldn't get the continuation. But I still wrote it down because I've gotten more than 50% how the thing is going to be. So this is what I'm trying to say. We are humans. So at times when you're doing these things, you use the numbers, you draw the chart, you use based on the cancellation, you draw the chart. Then afterwards, you have to sit now, go within yourself, and then in your own mind's eye, you begin to question yourself based on the information you've gathered and see, say, information when you know. So, okay. So, all I'm saying is, so at times, with my case, mom, yes, we are human beings, we are fallible beings. So, but we trust in the system that we use for all this kind of arrangement. And into me, kasa with authority, because we believe in the system. These systems are very infallible. Yes, we the messengers might be fallible, but the system is infallible. And you know, so the whole thing you can with energy, because it is what the stars are saying. And indeed, number 5, and like I said, I am seeing laws formulated to bar transgenders from many things in the Western world. Okay? I am seeing laws. There's not going to be. I am seeing laws that will be formulated to bar transgenders. There's a man, I'm going to Bema, or your Bema woman, I was saying, me your bar. No, I said, there's going to be serious laws that will be formulated in 2025. So back at 2024, I told you, say, transgenders will bring a lot of issues, and go back and check and see a lot of them. But this time around, there will be laws that will be formulated specifically for so-called woke life, or near B, I know, man, with my water punching, with my water giant, the answer with this and this, or water, no, with my water canamine, that kind of thing. There will be laws 2025, and these laws will specifically be formulated to bar. For instance, they see I say, okay, the Western world that transgender or your bearman also or your base see ya. But be a Marco Jones or no. None of Bola Bonanim. Or Bodaman have been a chill waggy. Nibola Bonanim or got a Magia as a Marco Jones. There's no law now to be a transgender or to me, Rabbi Dama, Sebi or Moko Jones or Kobe. But there will be laws to bar them to be a transgender. When your member on Konya Mahon, or not doing. Unless someone has a system to the moment. Okay? So there will be laws. And I'm saying I'm seeing laws formulated to bar transgenders from many things in the Western world. Number 6, illegal immigrants will be removed from the states. There will be a lot of social unrest in the US. Why already Trump when the campaign say or back Crawford, the stars are saying say a lot of people will be removed. A lot of illegal immigrants will be removed. And when they are being removed, there will be serious social unrest there in the states. People will fight against it. See, there is something I was trying to find out. When I got here, I was trying to see how is it going to be like. There's going to be a lot of legal battles in the US 2025. A lot. Uncountable. Some of them will be based on all these, illegal immigrants. They will be removed. I'm telling you, this is the size of saying. Okay, number 7, President Trump will start his tariffs war with other countries, starting with Mexico. And this will cause a problem for the world economy from the beginning. But everything will be normal later. Here, Mexico will still do well nevertheless. So what it means is that President Trump, or as soon as we say 20th January, or implementing a tariff battle on war, or Besha say they free Mexico. And Obi be against Mexico for brepa. But SARS and I say, even though Mexico will be the first country that on these tariffs, I better say be on no. Mexico will still do well in 2025 economically. It's surprising. Okay? So that's what the stars are saying, and that's number 7. Number 8 also, President Trump will face another assassination attempt on his life as he steps from a car. So stars and say, Ombeko baby, as all free in the car, somebody will try to assassinate him. That is when he's even a president. Okay? And not only him, but other family members of the Trump family, so they will face assassination attempts on their lives. What I'm saying, this is what the star is saying in 2025. Number 9, Trump. In fact, I'm talking about Trump because my teaching may US there, may Canada there, may Mexico there, sa may Europe there, no my Africa kakraka home. Ebi na my Ghana. Ghana metro bi oba ha menkai. I wrote a lot of things about Ghana specifically. You say about one away, and quite far away 4 years to come be grand, but about no more. To say the baby quite be here, make can be about Ghana. I have some few points that I've written down for Ghana. Into Yanko number 9. President Trump might become a kind of religious person after so be free power. So it means that it is not going to be in 2025. And there is something that me who you misuse some account, but I'm going to say it. Trump, so 4 years according to constitution, but starts and it can be view. I'll get there. But starts and say, "O free abayamu governance more." He will be a kind of like religious person. Will be our but will be our behalf. So Mekaya time you trust your body to na fan so hono. From there, I'm not here in Casa Yemua. As will be Ojinya Midi in a very strong way, and some Okanyina and radio. But you will be our shooting range that. Baby, I'm 2. Say your 2 bullet and speed be at the end of the call. Now, we begin a podium more casa. Na ya 2 na afana sono. That should tell you that person, no, there is something God want him to do. So all the video ni ya, all casa na or done, okay, 2 ebi. Singeta or done, and one panka, be born from. So you should understand, say, this person, no, there is something in him, probably Yanko Pompese or Denedy in a way. Ntobana say Trump might become a kind of religious figure after his term in office. Well, for Abayamuno, Obasa activity say will be a religious person. Number 10, yeah, call 81. It's a man in drew on them. Number 10. So there are some smoky views that shows President Trump doing another term. Only American. I didn't see this very well. I was here when somebody knocked the door. Say, America Constitution, there's no way Trump can change it. And for them, but stars, you know, in fact, like I got more than 50%. Man, do conclusion back. Yes, say something that looks smoky. Say he might do another term after this term. So let's wait and see. So there are some smoky views. Yeah, but I still have to put in there. That shows that President Trump will do another term. Is that possible? According to U.S. Constitution, no. But for me, when they start saying something, at times you can't doubt it. Okay? But as time goes on, my subsequent videos, you know, I will try to get to the root of this. My subsequent video, you know, I'll try to be, I will be emphatic on this if I'm able to get all that. Number 12, there will be high level of layoffs because of AI and the position of Elon Musk in the U.S. government, you know. Tadio, you be link off Basamba Kaya, Tamanake to Eru, no. Among for Shria Juma Rough number 7, that's 2023, when the word was ruled by number 7, Ketu. Ye Yunkofo di Basa, Stars and Eka said, there will be high level of layoffs because of AI and the position of Elon Musk in the American government. You see how here President Trump are appointing and say, Obegina Doji, okay, Department of Government something. Maybe just to cut down some things. Maybe fee what they stand for by the Doji DOG. And because of that, you know, there will be a lot of layoffs. A lot. And Krofobe Juma. Because this year, AI will do wonders. And that I have some point that I'll give. AI, they will use AI to do so many things. So this year, amount for Metro Majuma, because of artificial intelligence, I'm also say Donald Trump offer Elon Musk say no me cut it down government expenditure and all that, you know. Abeboa amasa de no aye worse. It's they say number 12, there will be high level of layoffs because of AI and the position of Donald Trump at American government. His role no will be great. Obeba Juma pa, but a lot of people will be laid off in the American economy. Number 13, Elon Musk City will be great, and it will be an experiment site. A lot of things with AI, you know. So I don't know, but the Star was talking about say Elon Musk is going to have a city. I was like, how is it going to be possible? He's going to have a city, and that city, no, you baby, or mobile experiment, na person omodi AI say when America kwa almost Silicon Valley ho no e ho na mo ye sa mo tech no money ayi but some of the other no Elon Musk he's going to have a kind of city and that city no will be powered with AI and on one here kwa na bon say car kura to this anoma no they will do a lot of experiment there the normal be a ga Silicon Valley amoye no some or the other no Elon Musk is going to have a city or somehow something that looks like on one city on a for the platform for experiment and that experiment you know, based on AI normal AI bit me so number 30 me say Elon Musk city will be great and experiment a lot of things with AI. This will change Silicon Valley. So Silicon Valley in him say a can't take a normal honor, but Elon Musk no the city no will change the way a man for perceiving normal. Number 14, they say President Trump and Elon Musk will have a fallout. Do you understand? There's going to be some friction between two of them. So from the beginning, no, everything will look cool, everything will look nice. But starts and I say there will be a fallout along the way. The reason is that Elon Musk might not have his independence to do what he wishes, not necessarily in 2025, but within the presidency of President Trump. So from now, from 2025, from 20th January, all the way before the term, there's going to be a fallout between two of them. Because Elon Musk can start and say, oh, you'll be open freedom. Trump might not give him that full freedom, no. So they might have some kind of fallout, according to the stars. Number 15, said the US would make huge investment into technology and a lot of restrictive laws in the states. The technology mono ombe spend this huge investment, but there a lot of laws. So about social media and tech for the war, there will be so many restrictive laws. And you're very flexible for the number 16. There will be huge legal battles with the pharmaceutical industry in the US that will be started by a government agent or agency. And you know, the US or pharmaceutical industry, they will have serious legal battles. And these legal battles will be started with a government agent and or agency. Okay? For instance, I say COVID by one vast on war on Crofaman Crofoto, I don't know, be any huade, be member Juma. Reading in idea a pharmaceutical for 1 year. They know very well so vaccine way what the side effect. We am what so now they are push. So the government agency in trauma administration or an agent of trauma administration will fight the pharmaceutical. So there will be a lot of legal battles that have to do with the pharmaceutical companies of the world. Number 17, there will be huge disclosures on the investigation into UFOs. Because the UFOs are aliens, no America almost area 51 or more, no maybe or I could be 2025. Whatever is hidden there will come out. You the American, you mark it. Don't forget to we are just giving you tomorrow's news today. And no maybe a see information be a CSC radio where information about classified in 2025 a lot of information about these beings, UFOs, area 51 will start popping out in 2025. Number 18, the year 2025 will be a year that family values will be re-engineered back into society. Only see as a family no man in shade here for. And I say, oh, your Bama, oh, your Babit Makoroba, Mopa, Namako, adopt to be. I say, family and Casano, and only could we are singing now. Because when you're good family, and when you're good society. So when you're good society, and when you're good country. Like that, and then you're good world. But you're you. But in 2025, the year 2025 will be a year that family values will be re-engineered back to society. And to say, abusuya won sem ka no eba be more important mpanyfo a omoka bie wo mu no they will start bringing laws. I bet you say you focus more on family, which is a very positive news for 2025. Number 19, say, I'm seeing a very big and scandalous corruption in Hollywood, which will involve children. So Hollywood, there will be a scandalous corruption be a be involving crowd. Say be an crank be a for me more less or more see be any corruption be a cost within Hollywood, it will be exposed in 2025. Number 20, Tesla. On the Tesla, I know Elon Musk, the company yes, electric cars. So Tesla will get huge military contracts that will start serious controversies in the US. A contract to infuse a lot of AI technology into the US Army. There will be a whole new military drones made by Tesla for the US military. And when I get here, I got something very funny. So this kind of drones that Tesla will try from the contract on Bayama US Army, no Bay drones or monkey think it said one can think beasts. And get big drones, a big drones in when they move like swamps, they move like clouds. They were Tiano or more human behavior so simple. Say, yeah, go and attack people here instantaneously. Now they will attack. Until the end, go drones. So, no man getting be a bet say bears and a baby. So, but say Elon Musk and Kasana, he doesn't have any contract to do with the US Army, but starts and say 2025, Tesla will get huge military contracts that will start serious controversies in the state because a man will be unconquered penny, but Trump ever support now almost support omunya deal ni what is going to happen is they will try to infuse a lot of AI technology into the US Army. There will be a whole new military drones made by Tesla for the US military. Now make us say these kind of drones very poisonous. They will do a lot of nonsense in the world. They will create havoc for the enemies of America in 2025. So we go to number 21. So number 21. So NASA and SpaceX, Elon Musk, Nadia, will come together to work together for space activities like the moon, the Mars, and all that. They have to say SpaceX, NASA for Bekambu. And okay, stars and can be said they will start doing mining on the moon because there are some hard metals. As time goes on, Star will tell you, say, Trump yashe ne tariffs nasia or the big tariffs better to China for they hold a lot of metals. They hear battery and no. So China for some who's idea so no maybe most free hand will put on hold. The America somehow along the line they're going to suffer getting those hard metals, So they will plan of doing some mining in the moon because NASA for I discover say oko moon where hard metals be at say lithium, no money, cobalt, na the battery near, on the moon planet so you can get these things there. So after Donald Trump, the tariffs and any China for not tell me, na China for super tries how they will withhold all those metals na munyano. NASA and SpaceX will think of doing mining in the moon planet. This it might not happen in 2025. By when news about who say NASA and SpaceX they started doing something like this. They want to do mining not only on the moon but also on the Mars planet. My name Anopai Mr. Goss have sent me a DB. Some more here I to a planet a social media ho. Elon Musk was changing the DNA about X. They call something Maximus. See that guy, people don't understand him. And just on the 1st of January 2025, when Mars rule has started, and all changing the thing, and it's very easy. So me I'm doing the Jana and I'm on Facebook. All of a sudden, changing me doing different thing. Didn't ya? What necessitated that? Watch. My main paid let me just find the name. I'll find the name now. Men sure they said at times, and I'm going to feel so escafo, they do things anyhow, or money the reason no, I'm telling you, say, won't I win him. So we say me, my can't you might not even think of it, say, be a BBCI or And I'm a but here can you be the wide because what you'll understand say Bibisa and they continue dear then the or say Elon Musk changes his X account name to Kekios Maximus. Don't forget that this year 2025 is ruled by planet Mars. So I'm in state no go who they are we no so here. Sa Kekios Maximus no na edin Elon Musk from first day of 2025 we're changing the din a Twitter former Twitter X. Na edin na afa no Kekios Maximus or they are creating a crypto coin. Or creating within 24 hours, or mokeka akwa animu baby 497.56% just within 24 hours. The way I say day into na yes sir. So mo be kaya 2023 and offer the crown mine ABC was say the company ni din ni CEO no na ye okran mine no. So mo be kaya so 2023 when Ketu was ruling no Ketu the best animal no a dog to make kaya me can say do na if you feed stray dogs it helps you. Sa afina mu na or then the crown be see who ko here the chair the glasses say the crown man the CEO of the company. Now you are 2025 more and mass ebi rudo okofa say they did the Kekios Maximus. You should understand some of these people they might not tell you specifically what they are doing, but you'll be aware of some of these things and you'll understand say omunim form omunim form o me kan kire till overnight you know say me did the Kekios Maximus. The Maximus you know, is just an extension of President Mars. He knows but me can. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. That's number 22. China will place sanctions on metals for computers that will help the US after President Trump started his tariff war. So American. China for so a lot of metals are so they call Taiwan or ye chips in country be and China for so ye. Some of the metals, lithium, nickel, metals now ye here electric cars battery no China for or more. The America for say no money or more, yes, or more tariffs war now. They will also put sanctions. The China will place sanctions on metals for computers that will help the US after President Trump starts his tariff war. And you know, and then until say one here NASA for any SpaceX, they will team up and they'll start doing mining in the moon or in the Mars planet. Number 23, mining into earth metals will be on the rise. So investment into these will be very rewarding in 2025. This is gold, diamond, bauxite. Now there, if I say early metals, 2025, the price in the cost of basa. The gold kahon. The Africana Mugalam see na man for a saying because price of gold, was sky record, and then cobalt and lithium and this are no money in our born because of the power because 2025, sa tariffs na Donald Trump basha say no. Ebema amount for focus to donako these early metals. And 2% we serious investment. You can invest into some of these hard earth metals, will be to me and sika at the end of the day. And until I say mining into earth metals will be on the rise. So investment into these will be very rewarding in 2025. Number 24, the world economy will be up and down in 2025. So one of the best investments will be cryptocurrency investment. But one must be extra cautious because a lot of people will lose their life investment by investing in fake crypto platforms. There will be huge regulations by government on cryptocurrencies. So the world economy in 2025, and because of this fluctuating, we are careful. When you're careful now, your investment, you might lose your savings. So there are best places which may save you in earth metals, gold, diamond, and now cryptocurrencies. But when it comes to the cryptocurrencies, you have to be very careful because a lot of people will go into cryptocurrency. A lot of fake ones will be around. The one you're very careful now will do and then it starts and they can say a lot of people will lose their life savings by investing. I was our platforms na fake, bet me my best 4 coins I'll be to me. Number one, they unim say a Bitcoin, a very safe. Number two, a Ethereum, a stable. Doji, and as I Kekios, Mezimos, and I or saying Elon Musk they abandon these 4 coins. A coin me, I suggest I'm all people, but specifically, no. While when you have personal forecast now, you'll be able to have specifics what you can do. And I'm thinking, say maybe we will do maybe a lesson for only transformation members, those who are into cryptocurrency. No more coins on bit to me because if we are dealing with mass, we are dealing with red, we are dealing with black, we are dealing with number 9. So all this in the chairs, coins in a baby will do well in 2025. So if you have information, no, hopefully in our subsequent videos. But I prefer say be a or a Telegram platform for only the transformation registered members. Number 25, President Trump's support to Israel will be huge to fight Iran and its proxies. He's going to support Israel full time. Baby. The whole world is talking about say ceasefire. How many people are talking about the fact say a man for the match shop, no for Mumra? And what started the war? And they say you have kidnapped some people. The will be beyond or person or yeah fair now person or set the record straight, you know. Nkwafo match or mono for me na bra. The omu na bra na say Israel cause still no mu kum nkwafo da mo say no. We are at fault. But what about me nkwafo as hostage? Now me say me kum nkwafo, yes, and yet I don't support it say and crying innocent people will be dying. But ni bakro no kocha sa ntokwa na say na blame no. So the whole world says Israel na munyantokwa no. But how many people na eka say hostages no munyi omu nyina mra compose we say monfo omu nyina megu ana Israel fo nye omade. Omu je omade wie na say still na Israel focus no omu ye de omu ye na ye nyina no ya fight against them. But obi eka say na Israel nyantokwa no omu nyantokwa no but omu nkrofo have been there more than a year. I was our omu dungeons no mu ni omu tunnels no mu. Ti wo ye president na omu nkrofo ayesa nka obejai. So here the Star is saying that President Trump will support Israel to fight Iran and its proxies. And it's going to happen. All the hostages now. You will see what is going to happen there in the Middle East. In fact, I'll get to the Middle East. No, maybe as a experience it based on the cancellation of the stars. Number 26, so I say J.D. Vance, President Trump, vice. So I say J.D. Vance will sit in for Trump when he's done with his presidency. Which means that 2028, Democrats, they will still lose the American election. I'm telling you from here. 4 years from now, I'm telling you, they will lose the election. Now, Trump and the vice, J.D. Vance, or no, Enna, Ebeba. Now, even Grassas, and they can say, Baron Trump, Trump, the bad boy, he will become a president of the United States one day. Oh, yeah. At times when you are doing this, it begins to spread its tentacles to information you've not seeked for. They'll say Baron Trump, one day will become an American president. It's one way as assassination because it will be targeted at Donald Trump and some of the family members, he might be one of them. We are giving you tomorrow's news today. So pay attention. So, number 27, President Trump's son, that's Baron Trump, will become a president one day. Not 2025, but one day in his life, when I was there, he will become a president of the state, United States, one day. Number 28, the Democrats will lose the 2028 elections. American Canada, they will lose it. $1 million. Let them team now, they will lose. They're going to lose again because they've not learned their lessons. Then let's go to number 29. Europe will face a lot of problems in 2025, including mass civil unrest due to immigration issues. And I can see the US military moving out of Europe. Let me go there and say, Europe will be faced I mean, Europe will face a lot of problems in 2025, including mass civil unrest due to immigration issues. And I can also see the US military moving out of Europe. I would say Europe for no money, America for no money now on NATO. Until no more allies. But stars and I can say troubles at Europe become 2025 for Yango Pongwan. Transformation members are more Europe no money now, because stars and I can say, especially specifically our France, France. Some Eiffel Tower na esi ho no stars na can't me for I will tell you. Eiffel Tower no come and say come me ho. The stars are saying something about the Eiffel Tower no maybe be see or I will get there. So Europe be butu this year. Europe. Na me the mention say Trump, US, money Europe for money and more allies. So why is the star saying say US military no they will leave Europe? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Some of these things, Canada say, the eyes no, this thing doesn't really make sense. But the stars are saying is that Europe will face a lot of problems in 2025, including mass civil unrest due to immigration issues, which makes sense. But US troops moving out of Europe doesn't make sense. And the stars are saying, I can't. I've said it. Number 30. A lot of automobile companies in Germany will have a lot of trouble of sustenance, huge layoffs and losses. Germany specifically, so Benz, any Audi, any all those big automobile companies they will go through hell this year, 2025, and because of that, they will lay off a lot of people. A lot of people, and yet layoffs in Kuao, a lot of losses in 2025. They may say a lot of automobile companies in Germany will have a lot of trouble of sustenance. Huge layoffs and losses. Number 31, I can see burning buildings in France and also burning of mosques causing a lot of agitation in Europe. So what I'm saying here is that France, a lot of burnings are dying baby mosques. Baby mosques. Baby ijabetutum. Now cause a lot of agitations in Europe. The American who follow me forecaster, you say it and it happens just as it is. Because the stars are saying this. Don't forget to, I am giving you tomorrow's news today. Now say, we no here. Go back and watch the forecast of 2024, the year 3rd January. That will give you more understanding about what is yet to happen. Okay, so said that here in video no I thing. And you better say be break him kakra say be ya obetimi focus in our constitutionality will back also. Nti you better say part 2 and maybe part 3. So that I amount 81 different kind of happenings, incidents within the 2025. 81. Why? Because I just want to get number 9 because we are dealing with mass and that's number 9. And then he said, "Who will be a? Oh, here's a video where when he say you part 2 or part 3, I will win him. Nti you better call. He said me or Europe. You be a better call Asia. You better call Middle East. You better call Africa. Every time I call Ghana, I have information about Ghana. Maybe you better call Honey. I can be there for him. So we now here. When you say your other videos, pay attention.
Ano kwamo mianka na awodi nipa pina ekwati timu pao. Amani pampempema wali agu. Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. Awo wamo yade se. Wombe muwenya basisi a. Yade bi tise stroke, gonorrhea, anabama waya mre e wampamu. Low sperm count. Wamo anu adro tatashe eni gisam ne se sabane sunsumu nsama wamo telete. Se ye sunsumu aware anasa yare bi ne de amawo. Pampabone anabo. Ana anya aban amane court case wo betu charge osisi a enam omadwuma panti nipa mpempem ene befo mo kofie ekoye sunsum nnwuma edemom samosini ene enzimani akabom dia sunsum niema asie betu obi agye wukunu anasa wo yere awaresem adwumasem akwantuom nsem nyina aya sumasem fabadan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehu yan
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region. Ehon ma number aye didi juma no aye 054 330 4976 anase 020 134 0421 054 330 4976 anase 020 134 0421.
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. You be do a samamount.